Scenes of joy tonight as Israeli hostages are reunited with their families after more than 700 days in captivity. And Palestinian prisoners of war welcome home to massive cheering crowds on the West Bank. It is the first step of a 20-part ceasefire deal between Israel and Hamas. It is a day that President Trump calls a historic dawn for a new Middle East. Thanks for joining us. I'm Rena Sargentopoulos. President Trump joined other Middle Eastern leaders in Egypt to sign that peace deal. But as Maribel Gonzalez reports, more work still needs to be done.
Emotional reunions as the final 20 hostages held by Hamas were reunited with their families across Israel. People cheered in Tel Aviv celebrating this milestone moment. Under a U.S.-brokered ceasefire deal, hundreds of Palestinian prisoners and detainees were met with large crowds as they also reunited with their relatives in the West Bank. President Donald Trump declared a dawn of a new Middle East.
This deal, this once-in-a-lifetime deal, nobody's ever seen anything like what's happening today.
On Monday, photos released by the Israeli Prime Minister's office show a freed hostage playing with his children for the first time in 2 years. Families say they never stopped fighting for the release of their loved ones.
Keep sharing your stories to policymakers. Keep telling us what do you think needs to happen and give us ideas on how we can break the deadlock. And we kept doing that. They kept open the White House for us. And President Trump has done it.
President Trump said that phase 2 of his 20-point ceasefire plan to end the war between Israel and Hamas has already started as he meets with world leaders in Egypt for a summit on Gaza's future and peace in the Middle East.
If you look at Gaza, it needs a lot of cleanup.
This is clearly, in my mind, I think in the mind of everyone in this room, probably one of the most important days for world peace in 50 years.
I'm Maribel Gonzalez reporting.
Here at home, Minnesotans with close ties to the region say they're experiencing a mix of emotions. For those with family in Israel and Palestine, there is a sense of relief that a ceasefire has been reached, but there are questions about the long-term future in the Middle East and whether lasting peace can actually be achieved. Today, we spoke with both the Jewish Community Relations Council and a Palestinian-American business owner.
So happy and relieved, and at the same time, I'm still wearing the yellow ribbon because only 4 bodies were returned, only 4. And so there are a lot of families that are still waiting.
I mean, I'm happy that we have a ceasefire finally, but very skeptical about what goes next.
The United Nations says that there is major progress in getting humanitarian aid into Gaza, including many tons of food and medical supplies.